Today we're doing part 2.
We have the box.
Hello.
Hi.
Alright, so this is part 2 of our Ask Us Anything. There were quite a few more questions in the box than we anticipated. We didn't want to bore you to death with our crazy answers.
Right.
So we figured we'd break it into 2 episodes. So I think last time we left off it was my turn.
Yes, it was your
Alright,
turn.
it's my turn. Y'all ready for this? We'll just get right to it. I don't want that question anymore because it's open. Alright. I probably should regret that. I'm probably going to regret the nice normal question. Alright. How much time in a day does it take to feed and care for all those beautiful fish? Okay, my fish take 5 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. Feeding is easy.
Yeah.
Feeding takes, I mean, we've got that down to a routine.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, it's not necessarily a day-to-day thing as much as it is a week.
Right. Feeding is daily, obviously twice a day for some of the fish, once a day for some of the fish. Takes minutes.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we have it down to such a routine. I mean, even if Shiva's not here, I can do hers. Anybody can do anybody's. Like we all know the routines for all the fish.
Yeah.
At any given time. I mean, the only probably the one that doesn't know is your mom. Feeding is easy.
Yeah.
The cleaning takes longer, and it depends on what type of cleaning you have to do.
Right.
So, I mean, because like my tank, if I just do a water change, or I mean, just do a basic water fill, because mine evaporates faster than any other tank in the whole house. Mm-hmm. It takes 5 minutes to pull a hose in the house and fill it. If I do a clean, and it takes probably could take anywhere from 20 to 30 per tank, probably 20 or 30 minutes per tank to clean it out. To suction it out, clean it all out, fill it with water, probably 20 30 minutes per tank. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks in the house.
And
so you're talking almost an hour to 2 hours for me to do those when I do them.
And we've got 3 out
And
here.
then there's 3 smaller
Plus
ones
the
out
pond.
here, plus the pond, plus the outdoor one doesn't
ponds.
get as much.
Yeah.
Every once in a while she'll drain a bit, but I mean, in here it takes you longer. Just the draining and the filling.
Yeah.
For the big pond takes for a good an hour, 2 hours.
Basically about once every 2 weeks now. I used to do it once a week, but my tanks are so balanced now that I'm doing it once every 2 weeks now. I do a water change on the 3 aquariums out here, plus about once a month or so I'll top off the koi pond in here.
Yeah.
I don't have to do that so much with the outdoor because it's been in the rainy season, so Mother Nature has been doing a great job of doing water changes.
If anything, she just has to drain it out there.
Yeah.
But I mean, out here, it's a good, 2-3 hours just for this room.
Yeah, for this room alone, with the indoor koi pond plus the ropefish tank, the 2 tanks here, like the breeding tanks, it takes me about 2 hours.
Yeah.
And that's about every 2 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, you also have the tank now for the dinner.
Tide pool
For
tank.
the dinner
I'm
tank.
Worried about.
But she does empty that water about once every 2 or 3 weeks, just because it gets so dirty because there's so many.
And we also have the turtle pond now.
And now we we weren't going to even tell them about that, but we have a turtle pond now.
Yeah, that'll be a
future episode. We have turtles now.
So
we have a pond there too.
Don't ask how that happened.
Well, we'll tell you about that later.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this room probably is 2.5 hours minimum.
Right.
If she has to do the outdoor pond, add another couple hours, because if you have to drain that sucker and refill it, we're talking hours to fill it back up.
In order to completely drain and refill, well, not completely because I keep the fish in, but in order to drain it about halfway down to a 50% water change on the outdoor pond from hell.
What, good 4 hours?
Longer than that. It's more like 6.
4, is it 4?
To drain takes about an
hour. Yeah, and then 4 to 4 hours is to fill, is what I'm saying.
4 to 5 hours to fill it.
So, I mean, it just depends on what you're doing. I mean, if you want to do a cleaning, it takes longer, obviously, which I usually do the suction cleaning really quick with either the electric one or just if it's a small one, I'll use this regular suction. And indoor, it takes about 30, each tank takes anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So I can probably do it in about an hour and a half to 2 hours inside, the whole thing, and that's if I'm doing all the tanks at once.
Yeah, I mean,
I alternate, so I don't do all of them.
To be fair, Sandy usually does the indoor tanks.
Right, because you're usually doing the ones out here, so we kind of do, like I said, and I don't do all 4 of them at the same time normally unless there's an issue.
Yeah.
If I notice something's wrong, I'll do all 4. Sometimes I just do a quick suction, it only takes me maybe 15 minutes per tank. And I just want to fill it maybe a quarter of the way. So it just depends on what I'm doing, honestly. But it can take, like I said, it can take an evening.
Oh, yeah.
So, and she usually does hers during the daytime, or what she calls daytime.
Yeah.
Usually whenever
like midnight.
Midnight, everybody's sleeping, so it doesn't really bother anybody. But yeah, so it's not a quick process in this place.
No, it's just a matter of scheduling.
Yeah. So, okay, there's my question. We're done.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
Oh,
sorry.
okay. I'll take the one that was cut open.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is not going to happen.
All right.
What are the genus names of the old fish you have?
What are the what?
Genus names. The scientific names for all
No
the fish you
comprende
have.
inglés, señor. Que tu habla? Got no idea.
Fish?
You can Google that.
Yeah, that's what I do whenever I have to find out. I will Google it.
I didn't even know what genus meant until she just told me. So what does that tell you?
Yeah, the scientific name. Well, I do know like Plecostomus, which is
right.
the
The Plecostomus is the pleco. Yeah. That's it. That's the one I know.
You know, I used to know more of them, and I'm completely blanking.
No, we've been sick.
Yeah.
To be honest, yeah, we really have been sick. It took us a hot minute to do these episodes because neither one of us felt good. So no, I don't know. I'm not that person. Sorry, that's a Gareth question.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's working, so he's not. He's
sleeping.
He's sleeping because he's going to work tonight. So no,
yeah,
you're on your own with that. There's
yeah.
a Google. You can Google it. You want me to Google it? I can Google each one for you.
Yeah, the genus is
Because we can Google them.
Okay.
Oh my God, it's gonna take a long time.
Well, we'll just get the
all right, so koi. Let's see. Genus name for koi. All right, the genus name for koi fish is Cyprinus carpio.
Cyprinus carpio. Okay.
Cyprinus carpio.
Comet goldfish.
All right. Really, we're gonna okay. Hold on. Look at me put my glasses on because I'm old. Comet fish. Let me take a look. That is Calopolepsius altivelis.
No, it's not. That's not a goldfish. That's a comet fish.
That's
a
comet.
totally different thing.
Oh, fine. Yeah. Comet gold. There's a different thing?
Yes,
okay.
There are difference.
Okay, fine.
See, this is why we don't know.
This is why Sandy doesn't get to play with these things. Goldfish. All right. Carassius araturus. All right, fine. Okay, so, and then we have...
Common plecos.
You're just doing the ones in here? Common?
Yeah. I'm just doing the ones that are in this room.
We know what plecos are.
Well,
we know plecos are Plecostomus. We know plecos. We're not going to worry about those.
Ropefish.
Ropefish. Okay, for rope fish. Okay. That is, you say it.
Herpetitichus calabroscus?
Calabaricus.
Calabaricus.
Yeah, that's the name.
Yeah.
All right, so then we're going to... We're going to do tetras. We're just going to do tetras. Just because I know there's lots of different kinds of tetras, but we're not going to go through all of them. Paracheterodon inesi. That's the basic one for neon tetras. That's close enough for me.
Okay.
The name tetra is derived from a genus Tetragonoperterus.
Yeah.
So all the tetras are going with that one.
Mm-hmm. Corridors.
What?
Corridors.
Is that's the catfish?
That's the cories.
Corridors.
Corridors. Corydors.
Corridors is their genus name. Thank you very much. You did that one. All right, so we're done. We're done now because I'm bored with that.
Yeah.
We're gonna run out of time.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. There's some of the genus. All right, my turn. All right. Here we go. How did your relaxing hobby start and how has it expanded? Okay, so it started, I can start this question because it's really her because it's her house. It started because Gareth wanted koi.
Yeah.
And so Shiva bought some goldfish.
Well, I started by building the water garden.
Building the water garden and then getting some goldfish. And then what happened is her doctor told her she needed to find a relaxing hobby because she was too stressed.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I was working a lot of film at the time, and filmmaking I did special effects for film, and it was constantly this, dealing with people, I was a mess.
Yeah.
And my doctor was just like, okay, you are going to hurt yourself a lot if you don't find something
relaxing. So she built a water garden outside.
Mm-hmm.
And that expanded to her husband saying he would love to have some koi.
Yeah.
So then she bought a couple of goldfish to practice with that.
Mm-hmm.
And that turned into this.
Yeah.
So yes, it has expanded.
A lot.
It started out with just Shiva trying to find some relaxing things, so she made some water features just to hear the waterfalls and do something in the yard, gardening kind of thing. Yeah.
Things that I wouldn't normally have done.
Yeah, things she would never normally do because she's always in her office. So Yeah, it has expanded into, you know, the 5,000-gallon koi pond outside, the
Right.
1,000-gallon koi pond in here, the 11 fish tanks, the
Yeah.
now
as
still
far
not
as,
relaxing.
Yeah. Now, as far as the show was concerned, how the show our
The
relaxing
show
goat started.
Okay, the show started because COVID.
we were stuck.
We were stuck.
We had
with COVID.
nothing to do.
We were bored.
We were literally sitting in this room going, "Ugh, we have nothing we can do. We have no way to,
Entertain ourselves. We are entertained. I mean, we do literally have a film company. We were making movies,
Yeah.
on, you know, shorts and such, and we didn't have anything to do because COVID stopped us.
Right. So I was like, well, why don't we just talk about our fish?
Yeah, we were talking about the fish, and we're like, let's film that, and then that's how Relaxing Hobby, the show, started.
Yeah. That's
So
how
yeah,
the show
absolutely.
got started.
Yeah.
And it's been fun. When we started it in 2020, I think it was June of 2020.
Yeah.
When we started, I never dreamed that we would be going as long as we were.
Yeah, it was really just something to get through COVID.
I thought we were
for
going to
fun.
get through COVID, and then it just turned into, people started like asking questions and stuff.
Yeah. So it was really just a fun thing for us to do to get through COVID, and then we just kept going.
Yeah.
So yes, it has kind of expanded. Like I said, we get to go out and about, and we get to do the field trips and such, which we are going to do more of those soon.
Yeah.
But now that it's cooling off, and we're not going to die of heat stroke.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's Florida. But.
Yeah, Florida. So, but anyway, but yes, it has expanded as well.
Yeah.
So we have all these followers. If we can get 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000. She gets thrown to sharks. Okay, so my turn.
It's your turn.
Okay. Alrighty.
We're getting there, folks.
Yeah.
Slow but sure.
Okay, so.
Trying to get through this with 2 episodes, not 3. Jesus.
Yeah. Would you or have you ever set up a saltwater tank?
I think that was one of our other questions. No, I've never set up a saltwater tank. I would love to, but I just don't have the time, or the money, because it's more expensive.
Yeah.
And I don't know anything about saltwater tanks. But what I love to, again, that was one of our questions for the first episode, was what is our dream tank? Both of us said saltwater.
Yeah.
So if we had time and money, yes, we would both absolutely. Our goal is to eventually take the fish that are in here, in the 1,000-gallon pond, move them either outside or to another pond if we get the back one, when we get the back one built, and we're going to turn this into an indoor saltwater tank.
Which would be lovely.
So that's what we're hoping to do eventually, but that's not right away. But yes, eventually we're hoping.
Yeah, which means we'll never get around to it, but we'll try. Now, I can say one little thing, and this is just a silly little thing, because I think I was like 12 at the time. I was in Daytona Beach, and we had, my mother bought all this stuff for like building sandcastles, one-up buckets and stuff like this. And for some reason, this weird thing happened where hundreds of starfish washed on shore.
Oh, wow.
So the closest I've ever come to setting up a saltwater tank was filling a little bucket with water, putting a starfish in it, and playing with it for like 15 minutes. That's as closest I've ever come to a saltwater tank.
Now, I don't know that counts, but...
It's the only thing that's the only thing I got.
Yeah. Well, more than me. I don't even have that. All right, so we're getting there. All righty, here we go. Next question. All right, Facebook question. Oh, gosh, you just didn't remove it. Okay.
Yeah.
Are all your products handmade? How long have you been selling on Etsy? That's more you.
Okay,
But you can answer it.
We've been selling it on. All right. Personally, I've been selling on Etsy for years, but that's other stuff.
They're probably talking about this show.
But you're talking about this show. So we started selling aquarium ornaments on Etsy about a year and a half ago.
Yeah, probably a year and a half.
Yeah, and yes, everything's handmade.
And yes, everything's handmade by Shiva.
Yeah,
absolutely.
in fact, we have an episode about that. We went to my workshop.
Yep.
So you
We
can see how
actually
we do it.
everything is handmade. She does everything herself. So absolutely, it is. But it has been almost 1.5 year and a half.
About a
You
year and a
finally,
half.
yeah, finally started to sell. But absolutely, they are all handmade. So definitely buy some stuff.
Yeah, Mr. Captions will put the link down below, and then I think we have a QR code that comes up at the end or something.
Okay.
On our
All right.
end credits.
But yes, it's all handmade. So by all means, purchase.
And we do custom orders too.
Absolutely, custom
Within
orders.
reason.
True.
Don't ask for like a life-size megalodon for your tank. It's not happening.
Really,
But-
darn it.
Okay.
Do I want to know what this one says?
When did you realize you wanted koi, and how big was that first pond? Okay, I can answer that really easy.
Yeah. I never wanted koi.
Yeah, I never realized I wanted koi. That would be my husband.
Yeah. The guy that's not here taking care of all the fish.
Yeah, my husband's midlife crisis put a jag in the driveway and a koi pond in the garage.
Yeah. But that wasn't the first
yes,
koi
but
pond.
that was
yeah.
not the first koi pond. The first koi pond that we did was the patio pond, which
Yeah.
it was
Inverted tank.
it had the inverted
What,
tank.
300 gallons? Yeah.
A 400 gallon. It's
Yeah.
a 400 gallon pond that we built out of wood, and it is. I think it's 4 feet by 6 feet.
Yeah.
Or no, 4 feet by 8 feet because of the.
Yeah, 8 feet. Yeah.
It's 4
Yeah.
foot by 8 foot. It's about 18 inches deep. It has an inverted tank on the top, and we used that as like our starter pond because
Yeah,
we
but
knew
they
we were going to be
it
building.
used to have doors that came down to protect them at night.
Yeah.
Because we weren't sure about the wildlife at the time.
Right, now we know that the wildlife is bribable.
Yeah, we bribed them with cat food.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But
so-
that was our starter tank, or our starter pond, and then we went and built the 1,000 gallon in here, and then eventually built the 5,000 gallon out there. But
yeah, that was our
Yeah.
first. And yeah, that was literally, I never wanted koi. It was, I didn't live here back then. I was just a visitor all the time, obviously.
yeah,
But no, I never wanted koi because, again, dirty fish, goldfish, wasn't really interested. But now I love the damn things.
well, you didn't
So,
realize they had the personality.
They have
either.
such personality. But yeah, that was the first tank, and I remember, right the day after you guys built it, I came over because I wasn't here for when the building happened. I missed all of that. I missed the whole
you,
fun.
you missed me getting waterboarded.
Right, I missed you. I missed.
See,
I missed the whole
originally-
event.
Yeah, originally
I
the
came over the
plan-
next day and saw the cool stuff.
Yeah, originally the plan was to do it so it would be 3 feet deep, and then that way we wouldn't have to put the lids on
The
it.
lids on, right?
So originally we were going to build this thing 3 feet deep. The problem was we didn't take into consideration how much water pressure was going to be going in there. So as we were filling it, and I was standing behind it looking at it, and all of a sudden the back wall came down on me. I do know what it feels like being waterboarded, by the way, because I had about 600 gallons of water dumped on me while I'm pinned under this wall.
Under the wall, yeah.
Yeah.
So I missed all of the fun.
So we ended up cutting it in half, lengthwise. So that's how we ended up with it being,
Yeah.
less than 2 feet.
Which is
deep.
still plenty for them, but yeah, it was
Yeah,
that
at
way
the
we put the
time.
gate. They put the gates down just to make them safe because
Yeah.
raccoon could reach in. An industrious raccoon could reach in there and grab a fish out if
Right.
So,
So,
but yeah,
yeah.
that was the first one, and
That was an adventure.
and that was relaxing hobby started there. But
Yep.
all right, so I
right.
think we got
one
last question.
Last question.
No, I'm hoping you guys aren't too bored. We're trying.
Yep.
All right, if you drove your motorbike at 50 miles an hour with a 50 mile an hour tailwind, would your hair look normal? No.
My hair never looks normal.
Right. First of all, I'm assuming a motorbike is a motorcycle, or because it's not a bicycle, and you drive it at 50 miles an hour, and you have a tailwind, which means it's blowing. It does not matter. You're still going forward, and it doesn't matter if there's a tailwind or not. You're going 50 miles an hour. Your hair is just psychotic. It's not going to lay still just because you're going. Trust me, I ride a motorcycle. No, your hair is not going to look normal. But this hair in a wind is ugly. Even in a ponytail, even tied down, it doesn't matter. 50-mile tailwind is not going to save you going 50 miles an hour straight in a motorcycle. Nothing's going to save you if your hair. I can get that. I got that question.
Yeah, you got
So,
that. That is totally a Sandy question.
Yeah. So I don't wear helmets down here in Florida. We don't have to wear helmets. I don't really wear one if I don't have to. If you wanted your hair protected, put a helmet on.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, your
Tie
hair's
it,
going to look like
braid it,
Medusa.
something like that.
It still won't help. It's still going to be all rat's nesty. Trust me. It'll help it a little bit, but I'm sure you've seen, like Mark puts his in a ponytail, see how ratty it looks. It's still going to get blown around back and forth. Yeah, no. And then you got a bed head if you put the helmet on a helmet head. So yeah, your hair is destroyed. If you have hair and you ride a motorcycle, doesn't matter how fast you go.
Yeah.
It's going to be messy. So I could answer that question.
Yeah,
But-
no taking the motorbike back from the beauty salon doesn't
No.
happen.
No fish on the motorbike either.
No.
Throw that question there. But we do appreciate the questions.
Yeah,
We
this was
had a lot of fun.
actually.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. So
I'm digging some of the weird questions.
yeah.
You
That
guys
one
are
had
cool.
nothing to do with fish, but we got this.
Hey, we did say anything.
We did say anything.
Yeah.
So thank you for not being too R-rated there.
Yeah,
We
I was
appreciate-
waiting to see if anybody was going to take the bait on that one. but
Yeah,
no,
thank you for not being. But I would have had fun with it.
Y'all were being perfect ladies and gentlemen, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it, but I was like, that last question's going to get me. But y'all gave me a nice, easy one. Like, subscribe, share. We need more subscribers. We need 1,000. Is that what we need? 1,000?
Well, yeah, that's our goal.
Our goal right this month is 1,000, so that we can go to Discovery Cove and I can swim with the stupid sharks.
Yeah.
And you can watch me walk on water.
I've been threatening for years. I mean, you guys have seen me threatening for years to throw her to the sharks. So I finally got her to agree to it if we get 1,000 subscribers, because she doesn't think we can get 1,000.
I don't think we can get 1,000 this year, so I think. So I'm safe. But anyway,
I noticed she threw in that whole this year.
This year. Well, because otherwise I get a whole nother year off until it's. But like, subscribe, share, comment below. Buy some stuff from the Etsy shop that we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
I'm sure Mr. Captions will throw some links in there and laugh at me about something I did wrong.
Oh, always. We don't even have to do anything wrong. And that's another thing. I'm surprised nobody asked about him.
Huh? Yeah. That'll teach you.
Yeah.
But
see, you had the opportunity to find out who Mr. Captions was, but you didn't ask, so.
Yeah, and we wouldn't have had to tell them the truth anyway.
No, we would have told them something.
So, as I said,
we would have had Mr. Captions answer.
Yeah, didn't say we had to tell the truth.
No, I would have had Mr. Captions answer it.
But,
and be like, hey, you got this?
Right? Like, hello, your turn. I'm sure he's going to comment on some of these questions anyway, because, that's who he is.
Yeah, Mr. Captions is a bit of an ass.
Yeah, he is a bit of an ass. I mean, love you,
yeah,
Mr. Captions.
Yeah, sorry. You're as great as anything we've ever known?
Yeah, we're going to go with that.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going with that. I will bribe you with stuff. Anyway,
Have you tried to bribe Mr. Captions?
No, I don't even bother. I don't even bother. It's too much fun for him to dig at me, because every time he digs at me, I'm like, oh, yeah, I did that. Yeah, that was me. So it's kind of funny for me. I have, I'm like, whatever. But we do appreciate the questions, really. They were a lot of fun. If you ever want to do that episode again, let us know. We would love to have more questions, so we'll answer crazy questions.
So do you have any questions for them?
No, I'm bad at questions. No. I just, I don't even, it didn't give me time to think of that question. I got to think of a question for a question.
How?
You had a nice question.
Yeah.
We can ask the same question again.
Okay, ask the same question. Put it in your words, because I asked last
time. If there's anything that you would like to know more about, let us know. We would be happy to answer. We would be happy to do an episode on something that interests you. If there's something we haven't explained enough, let us know. Again, we would love to do episodes. We're looking for new content. So if there's something crazy that you want to know about, we will research it and give you an episode on it.
Yeah. And if you think we're screwing up in some ways, let us know. Because we don't know.
Mr. Captions already does that.
Yeah, I know Mr. Captions did. I'm assuming that our viewers would be nicer to us than Mr. Captions is.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. Did you see some of those weird questions?
I saw the weird questions, but I saw that none of them were nasty. So
that's true. Okay, yeah.
They were being perfect gentlemen.
Yeah, if we do something completely wrong, I mean, absolutely, we're fine with calling us out. We were talking about that earlier. I have no problem admitting my mistakes. If I make one, I fix it the best I can, and I try not to make it again. I do sometimes still make the same mistakes, but I do try not to do it again if I can help it.
Yeah.
And I don't have a problem admitting when I'm wrong. So if you called me up and said, Sandy, you did this wrong, I will admit it if I am. If I'm not, I will fight to the death for my answer. If I really don't agree with you, I will argue all day. Ask her. I will argue all day long.
And into the night.
Yeah, I don't give in.
Yeah.
If I know I'm right, so if you think something I'm wrong on, let me know and we'll fight. Because I love a good argument.
Oh, yes, she does.
I do. Just for fun.
Exhaustingly so.
Yeah, it's just fun. But y'all have a great day. We do appreciate you, and we will see you next time.
Bye.